And so I created a script that actually addresses their immediate concerns, which happens to be focused around time, has to be focused around fees, etc. And what it does essentially is it dismantles this guard when they go into a conversation with the salesman. Meaning that when they go into a call with the salesman, just like when we think about how they would experience it or how we would experience it, our main focus is around time and cost. And so to be effective with our engagement, we have to be empathetic. And empathetic is going to be one key thing that is going to help you be successful in sales. Empathy is more like, instead of like intelligence, it's really about emotional intelligence. This is how you read a room. This is kind of how you would know who is the decision maker versus the decision influencer. And these are important things to read. Ultimately, when we reach this first objection, most of our competition, even most of the colleagues you're gonna have on your team, will jump into pricing. Whatever price or whatever strategy you use to answer that question, if you give them a price, they're going to hold on to that price throughout the remainder of the conversation. And so I remember I used to answer and I would give them, like my workaround was to give them interest rate on a 10-year fixed, right? The absolute lowest rate, and even if I knew it was a 2-year buy down. But what happened was that they would always remember that, no matter how long I spent on the conversation with them. Ultimately invited that objection, right? And so the key is that with the script, with a more craftful way to deliver your engagement or begin that conversation, the faster that you can identify the reason for their call, this is their whole entire why, right? Like they're going to say that they want a lower rate. But in my opinion, I don't think asking them the goal this soon is effective. I don't even ask them for the goal until we literally get a little bit closer down to prepping it for the pitch. And the reason for that is because I already know what their goals are. I also am coherent with the fact that they don't understand this language like I do. When we have empathy, we now have more emotional intelligence in the situation, meaning that now I'm not considering Mr. Patel as a rate shopper, I'm considering Mr. Patel as just an uneducated homeowner.
Connected to SalesRemastered.